Have you ever felt trapped? Cornered with nowhere to run, an impossible obstacle in front of you, and a looming threat right behind you. It's a feeling of pure desperation, right? Well, today we're diving into one of the most epic stories of all time. A story about a moment just like that, but on a scale that's almost impossible to imagine. We're talking about the tale of Moses and the parting of the Red Sea. Imagine this. You're one of the Israelites. For generations, your people have been enslaved in Egypt, forced into back-breaking labor under the whip of the Pharaoh. But then a leader emerges, Moses. He stands up to the most powerful man in the world and, through a series of divine plagues, finally secures your freedom. You and hundreds of thousands of others, men, women, and children, are marching out of Egypt, leaving the land of your suffering behind. The air is filled with a mix of fear and exhilarating hope. For the first time, you taste freedom. You travel for days, guided by a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. A constant, visible reminder that you are not alone. But then, your journey comes to a sudden, terrifying halt. Before you lies a vast, impassable body of water, the Red Sea. There are no boats, no bridges. It's a dead end. As if that weren't bad enough, a cloud of dust appears on the horizon behind you. The ground begins to tremble. It's the sound of thousands of horses and chariot wheels. Pharaoh has changed his mind. He and his entire army are thundering towards you, determined to drag you all back to slavery or worse. The joy of freedom evaporates, replaced by sheer panic. The people cry out, turning on Moses. Was it because there were no graves in Egypt that you brought us to the desert to die? It would have been better for us to serve the Egyptians than to die in the wilderness. Can you feel their terror? Trapped between the devil and the deep blue sea, quite literally. This is the ultimate moment of crisis. All hope seems lost. But this is also where the story transforms from a desperate escape into a legendary miracle. Moses, standing firm amidst the chaos and fear, raises his voice and speaks to the people. He tells them, "Do not be afraid. Stand firm, and you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring you today. The Egyptians you see today, you will never see again. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still." Imagine the faith it took to say those words, to believe them when an army is bearing down on you. Then, as instructed by God, Moses raises his staff over the water, and what happens next is the stuff of legend. A mighty east wind begins to blow. It doesn't just create ripples. It howls all through the night, pushing the water with incredible force. The sea begins to divide. The water pulls back, piling up into towering liquid walls on either side, creating a dry path right through the middle of the seabed. The Israelites, in stunned silence, watch as the impossible happens. A path of dry land appears where, a moment ago, there was only a churning sea. Can you picture the scene? The roar of the wind, the sight of fish and sea creatures swimming behind translucent walls of water, and a path to safety laid bare before them. Hesitantly at first, and then with growing courage, they begin to walk. The entire nation, all the men, women, children, and their livestock, walks through the sea on dry ground. They are walking on the ocean floor, with walls of water held back on their right and on their left. It must have been the longest, most awe-inspiring walk of their lives. A journey from certain death to miraculous salvation. A pathway lit by the pillar of fire, which has moved behind them to separate them from the pursuing Egyptians, plunging the enemy into darkness and confusion. Once the last Israelite steps onto the far shore, the Egyptian army, blinded by rage and arrogance, charges into the same path. Pharaoh and his charioteers thunder down into the seabed, confident they can catch their escaped slaves. They see the path, but they don't see the power that created it. They are halfway through when God instructs Moses again. Moses stretches his hand out over the sea one more time. At the break of dawn, the wind ceases. The towering walls of water, held back by nothing but divine will, lose their form. They crash down with unimaginable force. The sea returns to its full power, swallowing the entire Egyptian army. The chariots, the horses, the soldiers, all of them are swept away. Not one of them survives. As the sun rises, the Israelites stand safely on the other side, looking back at the sea. The same water that was their barrier is now their shield. The bodies of their former masters wash up on the shore. The threat is gone. They are truly finally free. A great cry of relief and praise erupts from the people. They sing a song of victory, a song of thanks to the God who fought for them, who turned a dead end into a highway of deliverance. This story has resonated for thousands of years for a reason. It's more than just a historical account. It's a powerful symbol of hope. It teaches us that even when we feel trapped, when the odds are completely stacked against us, and there seems to be no way out, there can still be a path forward. It's a testament to the idea that faith can create a way where there is no way. The parting of the Red Sea isn't just about a miracle that happened long ago. It's a reminder for our own lives. When we face our own Red Sea moments, those impossible situations where we feel cornered by our problems, with our backs against the wall, this story encourages us to stand firm, to have faith, and to look for the unexpected path that might just open up before us. It's a message that even in our darkest hour, deliverance can come in the most miraculous of ways. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey back in time. If this story inspired you or made you think, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more explorations into the most powerful stories ever told. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.